Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so got some pretty specific things in mind for today. One is that I got to earn some LP to cover all of these losses that I had in the last couple of days on the show. And because literally I've been burning through some ships, and when we do fleets, I don't get, nearly as much LP. And so, anyway, that is my thought. I'm going to head out right now and get some LP solo, and then we'll be doing then I'll be putting together a fleet. And but I think that if I can do it in pretty short order, I'd like to go out and earn 100 million LP, and because I can convert that into about 200 million. This ship right here, I don't remember how much I'm got into each one of these. It's about 15 million or something. Dude, we are almost in tier 2. Oh no, today's gonna be the day to get LP, because we're gonna fall into tier 2, and then it's just all gonna be mediocrity. So anyway, so I'm heading on out, and then so after I've got some LP, I'm gonna we'll do some fleet action, have a little bit of fun.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And then gonna do some Sisters of Eve. So we've also got some auctions today, and giveaways. We'll start the first. Start traffic control is traffic controls offline. What? That's the message it gave me. Traffic controls offline. Whatever. So let's see here.
Warp drive active.
So, yeah. And yeah, then we'll do some Sisters of Eve. I should be able to hit a point of having enough loyalty points to start collecting level 3 missions in Sisters of Eve, which will start to pay out kind of good. Who knows? I'm going to do the Epic Arc stuff, but I'm going to end up doing that solo, what I believe. And but today we'll do some stuff with you guys. So Cajun, I might CSGO, and IR Quinn, thank you for following. Welcome. So let me start. Let's start with the auction, and we'll get that running. It is an auction for an Eve Plex, and oh, the system was looking so good, and there's already a bunch of people in it. Darn it. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. So a Eve Plex, and this will be an auction, so you're gonna have to bid on it. This is a full Plex code from our store, Markee Dragon Game Codes, and it is I don't know, worth about 800 million in JITA right now. So anyway, that auction will close at the end of the show today, and then then we'll I'll send it via Twitch mail to the winner. And okay, let's see here.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so I'll send it in Twitch mail to the winner. When we hit 100 viewers, I will start a ticket raffle for a new account, and so that'll be when we hit 100 viewers, and then at 150 viewers we'll draw, and then we'll restart. Or at the end of the show, we will hit 150 viewers today, no problem. So, Okay, so to answer the question from a few minutes ago about what LP is a type of currency, loyalty points to the faction or corporation that you're working for. Corporations have stores, and in those stores, we can buy things, which you can use for yourself, or let's see here. What did I hit? No, I don't want to. Let's go towards this guy. And I gotta change that. Let's see, default orbit to 5,000, I think. That range to 125k. Very good. Okay. Oh, he's too far away. Wait, stop shooting. Wasting ammo. I need to put a longer point on these if I can get it. I'm at only 11k on how far I can, how far these rockets can fly. Flying without a scout, so I've got a very fast ship here. And, so I'm not too worried about things. You know, my point on this is only got a distance of about 8k, and I don't know if I have room. See, I'd love to put a better warp scrambler in here that had about 25, but I'm pretty close to being out of CPU. So 180 DPS. What, did I finish a skill? Because it was like 170. 180 DPS. Okay, my DPS has gone up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't remember finishing any skills. But it's possible, I suppose. Let's see here. Let me look at my skill history. Rapid launch, level 5. Finished. Really? Today? I thought it finished tomorrow. Seriously, I thought it finished tomorrow. I didn't realize that finished today. Yes. Okay, so that's why, because I had 175 DPS, now I'm 180. Sweet. Okay, very good. So I'm going to be aggressive on the D-scan here. No scout at the moment, and just going to get a couple of sites. So I am at, let's see, how much LP am I currently at? I'm at 6.426 million. So 6.426. So I want to hit 6.526. And then we'll fleet up. So I know a lot of you guys really like doing the fleets and stuff, but I am suffering a little bit from the fleets on not making enough to cover my losses. I like to be able to cover my losses, and I have a lot of fun going out and killing things with you guys, but we die a lot, and we are like team die a lot. Oh my goodness. So just need to cover some stuff. Hey, let me I'm going to bring on TeamSpeak here, but like I said, we're not going to fleet up for the moment. Oh, and I've got a customer. Hey, take care of this customer, and then I'll bring on TeamSpeak. It's a hard one, too. Oh, there is hostile in system.
Welcome to the Dragons.
latest skill I completed was rapid launch, which basically makes me launch faster and get more volleys out, which equals more DPS. So I'm trying to take care of this customer at the same time. I just don't want to get surprised. It's important to take care of the customers, though. Okay. Doing good. 5 minutes and we'll be in money here. On the 17th is when the new version of Eve comes out, the next one. And going to oh, come on, get closer here. There we go. Yeah, let's get the scram on you. Slow you down. This one ratting would actually be better with a web, but I have the scram on it so that if I'm in PvP they can't get away. Okay, let me finish up with this customer and then I'll get back to your questions. For those of you that don't know, we operate a store online, Markee Dragon Game Codes, and we do one of the games we support is Eve, and so we pride ourselves in really good customer service, and I'm actually manning the store right now. If you placed an order and needed help with it or whatnot, it would be me helping you, even though I'm streaming. But we've got things working really well, so there's not many times when people need help, but when they do, I'm here for it, and they get precedence over the stream. Checking that D-scan. I've got some safe spots in here, but I don't want to have to run if I don't. I want this LP. And by the way, right after server up is the best time to get stuff. So. there we go. Customer is taken care of. So, Casper the Gamer bought something the other day and got my order within 1 minute. Yeah. So, we do have our stuff's pretty automated. A lot of it just takes place, just happens, and it all works out pretty good. But at the same time, okay, there we go. Same time, there are certain conditions where an order will get held for review, or the customer needs help with something, or whatever. So, pretty much about 20 minutes is the longest anyone ever waits. And most of them are near instantly. And when you have a problem, we actually respond to you right away. No, you'll get an email 24 hours later type thing, you know. I tell you, I had a problem with my personal PayPal account. I lost one of the buttons on it to send money, and that was pretty crazy. So I emailed in. I thought about calling support, but then I'm like, nah. So I emailed in, and thought I would try that. I got a response instantly in email. Basically, I emailed in and I used their form, and I said that I was having trouble sending money, and so after I emailed in, it sent me a response saying, giving me instructions on how to do a dispute or a reversal, saying that you know, I wanted my money back. And I'm like, that's not even what I wanted. And then it said, there was another thing that said, I think it was on the page whenever I submitted, that someone would get back to me within 24 hours. And I thought, okay, I'm not in a rush within 24 hours. 24 hours later, do you want to know what I got? I got an email asking, how did we do? It's like they resolved it, and I didn't even know it. And I still have the problem. So, kind of crazy. No BS here with us. We're not into that kind of stuff at all. We have very few canned messages that we use in our systems. Very few. In fact, I pretty much type everything out to everybody. But we have some blocks of text, like instructions on how to do some things and stuff. But yeah, won't find that stuff here. So okay. Yeah, thanks for the voucher. Got some customer service and stuff. So, yeah, thanks, guys. The stream's not lagging as far as I can tell. Might be just you. At least it's. I always keep the stream up on my end, viewing it, so that I can tell if there's issues. I'm not seeing any at the moment. Should be the last rat. Okay, so far so good. Oh yeah, Flameness, yes. We do actually make calls to confirm sometimes. We call anywhere in the world. We don't like to make those calls. I mean, we're fine making the calls, but we don't want to bother people unless we have to. If the system says there's something here should be checked out, then we check it out. So, yeah, and when I'm on, it's me who calls. Yeah, you might actually talk to me. Okay, so Star Citizen, yes, when that goes into live production, I will be trying it and playing it a bit. We may even, have some sort of business relationship with them. And so is there any other way to get the Cerebral Accelerator? So the Cerebral Accelerator, you can buy it. Look for it in contracts. You got to look up what the item name is, the specific item name, and then you can find it in contracts. And so 300 to 400 million contracts out of JITA, and can do that. But the Cerebral Accelerator will only work on the first 14 days of a character's life. And so don't plan on don't plan on doing it on a character that's older than that. Okay, I'm gonna warp out to a safe here. I see Victim Gaming saying Star Citizen. Yes, Victim, by the way, is one of our staff members. He did a lot of Smite. Been doing Guild Wars lately. Okay. You've heard from other streamers about me, so you're quite excited to stumble upon me. Well, I hope it was good things. I'm getting some audio noise. I don't like it. Sometimes my system's here. I'm going to reset connection here. Yeah, hopefully that clears up. Okay, so let me bring on TeamSpeak here. Good morning, my favorite Viking.
Hello.
Good morning, Dean. Good to see you. I think Dean went to get coffee. How are you today, Thor?
Yes, Viking like every day.
Everybody click on Victim Gaming. You can follow his stream. Victim at some point will be broadcasting on my channel here during hours, which I don't normally broadcast, so I won't take anything away. But yeah, we've been talking about that, so it'll probably be a few weeks, maybe a little bit more, and we'll be trying that. We'll see how that works out. So I'm excited for it. Obviously, Victim's excited about it from what he's writing, which is cool. It's always nice to like your job. We got to get Victim here into Eve. It's so complex, though. Question about a package: does it upgrade my old account like the industrial add-on, or is it a new account again? The add-ons are all that. They're add-ons. They don't upgrade an account. They give you stuff. So they won't give you any skill or whatnot, but they'll give you some items and some skill books, a ship, some cool clothing. And you can add as many of those to your account as you want. But really, just try one. So, Cranky Yank says Victim should play Eve or find another job. Yeah. Nah. We're almost at 100. At 100, we're going to do a raffle. I show 96 right now. Elite Dangerous. I have not tried it. I have decided that I'm keeping my focus on a few things. And Elite Dangerous looks interesting, but it's not something I'm going to get into. So, of course, my favorite space game is Eve here.
Welcome to the Dragons.
I do plan on trying. I do plan on trying Star Citizen when that is out, and Star Citizen is a game that I'm on the initial Kickstarter campaign for it. I put funding in on it back when their funding was at about $100,000. Now they're at what, 40-some million. It's pretty amazing. Really amazing. I don't even know how much. Maybe it's 60 million. I don't even remember. I just know it's a pretty insane amount. So, and then Shroud of the Avatar. Yeah, when the servers go live on that, when they go into live mode, right now they're still in testing modes. I'm not interested in the test stuff because I want to live in the community. I'm not interested in just figuring out the mechanics of it and then, you know, going around, you know, and every reset having to, you know, rebuild. Ooh, a slicer. Okay, there's a slicer inbound. I'm going to get some distance from the cap. I'm going to see who lands in here. It's a pirate. I know it's a pirate. Because there's no other... yep, it is a pirate. And... yeah, because there's no other players in here. Customer... keep getting some distance here. Uh-oh. Warp out, warp out, warp out. I wasn't paying attention. Crap. Okay. Don't warp out. We're going to attack.
What?
Oh, wow.
Has the fireworks show started?
Oh, shush. I was trying to help a customer, and all of a sudden he was really close. Darn it. So goes the story, huh? Well, I'll finish helping this customer and then I'll reship. So yes, the fireworks show started, Thor. I looked and he was 125 away, and the next thing I knew he was at 30. Can't look away. Hey. Darn it, I didn't want to lose one of those expensive ships. How hard is it to rebuild a negative wrap? Depends. So there's like reputation with each one of the things, and then there's what is it your alignment? What is it called on your overall character?
Security standing, or
yeah, there's like standings, corporation standings, and then there's is that just called standings as well? And security status.
Yeah, security status.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So, you know, it depends on what it is you're trying to bring up. Security status can be purchased. You can take a -10 to 0 for, what is it, about 200 million. You can purchase the tags required to do that. But the other stuff, you have to actually go out and perform actions that are favorable to a corp to bring and faction to bring your alignment up with them. So I had more ships heading back out.
Warp drive active.
Let's see how much LP I got off of that last thing. 17,500. Not very much. You know, we're just about down to tier 2. We're falling apart here.
Yeah, then you can stop this LP grinding and start losing some money, like real live players.
Right. Well, I actually, so I'm going to do some more Sisters of Eve stuff today. I'm interested in that. And one of the things I was actually going to do was to see how much could potentially be earned doing missions. I think it's probably pretty small in the beginning, but
Yeah,
try that out.
It's just almost nothing in the beginning, and it starts paying a little bit when you're at tier 3, a little bit more when you're at tier 4, and when you have the proper equipment to do the level 4 as fast as possible, it gives, you know, an okay.
I also saw last night that there's different levels of incursions. And
Yeah.
I've never done them before, but...
Warp drive.
No. I mean, incursions are okay, but to be able to do them effectively so that you can really make some money on it is, and then you have to have a really expensive ship.
You, sir, rock.
Victim, thanks for hosting. Yeah, well, I think that that pretty soon I'm going to be looking at incursions. Somebody mentioned that even with my skill level on my Markee Dragon character, that I may be able to do some of the low-end incursion stuff. So, be worth a try. Yeah, you guys talking about trying Eve, get the... we have trial accounts, the 30-day trial accounts.
Active.
And then if you like it, you can buy an account from us. We have some that are for $15, and Eve will charge you $20 if you buy straight from Eve. We have some that are $15, and you can get in your first month after your 30 days for pretty cheap. And
Warp drive active.
so it's a good way to try it. And then if you do faction warfare stuff, you can probably pay for it, but you're going to need 2 accounts probably, or 2 characters training. So you'll need some plex either way if you want to play for free. Oh, I got to turn on my auto target. I keep forgetting, and I keep forgetting to target the guys.
Hello.
Hey there, Dean.
I'm here.
Yep. So, I don't know if you heard me say earlier on the stream, but I'm working on getting some LP first before I go out and do fleet stuff. Just because I need to pay for all these ships I'm losing. I've been losing far too much. I really wish I had 2 orbits. 2 orbit buttons. One.
There's never losing too much in Eve.
Huh. Yeah. Well, I wish there was 2 orbit buttons. If there was 2 orbit buttons, then I could set one for combat and one for actual orbiting something.
Well, I don't know that I got talk power here.
You don't. We can't hear you.
Okay.
Yes. So, Thor, what is it that you do for money? You just go out and blow up other players? You set off fireworks for money?
No, I don't make any money at the moment.
Oh.
I took ratting seasons in 0-0. And sometimes I do mission running seasons in 0-0. And then I just blow the money away until I need to make more, then I do it. But yes, before I took mining seasons to get some money. But now I have I don't know how much I
Welcome
have
to the
in
Dragons.
wallet, but I have billions and billions in assets that I can sell to that I'm not using to get more money, so I'm not worried about money.
Welcome to the Dragons.
I just make enough money. I mean, I lost 200 million-ish bomber yesterday, and I really don't care.
Yeah. 200 million-ish bomber. What kind of bomber is that?
Nicely fitted one.
Okay, because I was going to say the hulls are like, what, 30, 40 million or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Or 20-something.
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive. But I had some expensive launchers. A Tech 2 rig and some nice stuff on it. And then I only lost it because I was screwing around, stealing some jet cans, flipping cans as it's called, and I had an aggression timer. And some guy saw me, aggressed and destroyed me.
Yeah, they're very fragile.
Yeah, so mainly I got it for just screwing around. And then I just jumped like 2 jumps and bought myself another one. I couldn't get the same expensive module, so that one was a little cheaper. But when I was making the most money, I was living in Christus and then in Separatist space and used 3 tankers to do, anomalies and things like that. And with the amount of ships I was destroying and the percentage of faction rats that really often drop some really good loot, I was making a fair amount of money. Sometimes over $1 billion a day.
Wow.
But I mean, it's a little expensive investment for 3 perfectly trained tanko pilots with good damage implants for maximum efficiency and faction modules for the most effective tank and faction ballistic control systems for the highest DPS possible. So, plus you need to be in a rented system, some like minus 1.0, minus 0.9, or minus 0.8. And those are the ones that are the furthest away. And for logistics, to get there and to get your loot and stuff back, it's best to have a carrier. So if you need to, skedaddle, disappear quickly because of sovereignty changes, you need to be able to toss your stuff in a carrier, have vaults, and have a safe way to travel with your clones, with your expensive implants in them. So it's a little bit. You need to think about little bit.
Yeah, that's a little bit
yeah.
complex.
Yeah, you need to have your logistics straight.
In chat, Dark Moon's asking about, is it legal to buy EVE accounts? It's not legal to buy accounts, not used accounts. You can buy a new account, no problem. And what you do is you buy a character. You can buy them for real world money. The way you do that is by buying Plex and then converting that into ISK in the game. And then, then from there, doing using that in-game money to make the purchase. So it's not too difficult once you've been through it once. I bought a couple of characters. In fact, this character that I'm playing right now is a purchased character. The person who made this made up all the base skills, the core skills that people need, and so just had it as a blank slate, basically, and then I was able to turn it into what I needed. I see that we rocketed up above 100. I didn't notice we passed that point. I'm going to start the raffle now, ticket raffle. It's for Minotaur Bounty Hunter Starter Pack. It's a brand new account worth 20 bucks. Exclamation point ticket space 1 will buy you a ticket. It's like a lottery. You only need one ticket to win, but you can do more if you want. If you have the gold, it costs 10 gold per ticket, and you get 20 gold an hour just for being here. So then when we hit 150 viewers, we'll do the drawing. And even if that's 10 minutes from now and only a few people have entered, we'll do the drawing, and then we'll do another one. So that way if you missed it, you can get in on another one. And as you guys may have noticed, we have a Plex up for auction today.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So that's on the auction. I think it's going for 1,600 gold right now. Chromasto, World Chatter, and Dadriel, thank you for following. Welcome.
Finally figured out what a great Saturday morning was.
What?
Yeah, sitting down here in a venture in E, drinking coffee, water, having old pizza, and getting blown away just 'cause you're watching Markee instead of your own screen.
Yeah, I'm playing World of Tanks while I'm jumping on a faction warfare character, which is not a really smart thing to do.
Probably not.
I don't care.
How do you know which faction to join for long-term gains? I'll show you. I mean, it changes. Well, I've got a hostile in factionwarfare.com. Let's see here. This site right here. And so that site right there will tell you the tiers. Right now, Amar is paying the highest, although it's been dropping. It might be going down to 2. You don't necessarily, you can join whichever you want, but the tier levels are what indicate part of the payout, and so we were enjoying a higher payout with previously. We were at tier 4, and payouts were better, and we've even done some tier 5 stuff, but anyway, if you join like Amar, then you can flip back and forth pretty easily between Amar and Caldari. You will not be able to make a jump from like Amar or Caldari to Minotaur or Galante. I have characters on both sides, my characters on the other side of faction warfare currently, you know, in station in their jump clones with +5 implants, just doing training, and you know, getting some more skills. But eventually, if Amara here drops to tier 2, then I'm probably going to be pretty quickly, if we're in tier 2 with Amara and there's no reason to, I'm going to get on my other characters that I haven't played in quite a while and start working on them. So I have quite a significant investment in this character right here. Very significant investment. I've got, I think it's over 5 billion worth of assets in station for this character, of ships and modules and stuff. Probably what I'll do, if Amara drops down to tier 1 and I'm not going to be flying this one for a while, and you know, just putting it at, you know, into its jump clone and just working on training, I probably will take every single asset that this character has and sell it on the market, and then you know, to recoup that that money, just keep a couple of ships there for, you know, whatever, and then by the time, you know, we're doing Amara Caldari again and I want to use the character again, you know, maybe it'll be a few months that have gone by or several months that have gone by, and the skill sets will be that of which that I may be into some different ships, and so I'll just put together everything I need again that way. It's a little bit complex that way, I guess, but you know, and I've got over 6 million loyalty points with this character, which I'll be able to turn into about 12 billion ISK, but I gotta wait for the market conditions to be right. They're not right now. I can get about 1,500 ISK per LP right now, but I'm gonna wait and get 2,000. Might even be able to get as high as 3,000, depending on market conditions if they're really super. But I should be able to get 2,000 at the right point. And I can be patient because I've got money to cover everything else, so I don't have to feel like I have to do anything with it right now. GM Poison says he loves the videos. Can't really afford the startup cost. Yeah, so if you don't have a lot of time to play, then it can be hard to flex your account to play for free. Hello, Sirion. So I'm actually been looking at, you know, the tiers right now, and yeah, we've been falling just like a rock out of tier 3, and I don't know, you know, that's happened. We were at tier 4 a week ago. So now we're almost out of tier 3, almost into tier 2. Another 4.8% will be in tier 2. So then may go fight for, you know, Galante. That's actually where we're already in. On the other side is Galante. And with our corps, we flip between like Galante and Minmatar, and then flip between Amar and Caldari. And we'll the same side, same team, same side of the war. Just one will sometimes pay more than the other. Okay, about to capture this one, which is good. This system's been surprisingly good. Okay, got that one. Let's I'm gonna go see if I can break the tank on a medium. I don't know if I can, but so 17,500 for novice. Those pay 23,000 something. If those pay 23,000 something when it's tier 4. 30,000 or so when it's tier 5. Quick question, can we trade the raffle thing for gold? I'm not sure what you mean. You get gold by being here. I don't accept anything other than if you become a subscriber, then I'll give you, if your first time you've subscribed, I'll give you a bonus of 1,000. Wait, where did I end up going? I thought I just...
Warp drive active.
That was weird. I really thought that I just warped to a complex, but instead I ended up someplace else. Maybe I clicked on something else and I didn't realize it. So the only other way to get gold is to be here or be a subscriber. If you're a sub, you get a bonus of 1,000 gold added to you, and then you earn twice as much for being here. And once a month, I give all subs an extra 1,000. So let's see if I can break the tank on this. Don't know that I'll be able to, but try here. Maybe we'll do it medium here. I got 180 DPS, so it's kind of iffy. Okay, so the answer I think is yes, I can break the tank. But yes, also, it's going to take a hell of a lot to do it. Not thinking it's going to be worth it. Moving on. Gonna move on to something a little bit smaller. Means if he wins the raffle, can he trade his prize for gold? I wouldn't trade it for gold through myself, but I have seen other people take their prize, and you can transfer gold from one person to another in the system here. And so if you wanted to trade it with another player, and that I'm fine with that. So Dean, I went and took some ships over to that other station for Sisters of Eve stuff.
Great.
And set that to my home station for the moment. So I have, I think I have 5 ships there, all ready to be fit up.
Lovely.
Yeah, I plan to have some fun with that. Looks like we have group. Guess these are all of our Corp members that are currently online. Cranky Yank wants to know, why do you always fly a Venture there, Dean?
Right now, that's just about the only thing I got skills for. I'm trying to skill into Corax, but just not enough skills to do any real damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so initial Faction Warfare character is actually probably the best initial ship to fly in Faction Warfare when you first start out is a Venture. And it's good because it has 2 built-in warp stabs. It's not very good for offensive stuff, although Dean seems to have worked up some DPS on it. It's best for defensive plexing. But you can fly just the raw ship with no fit, even on defensive plexing, and you can get them for 250 to 350,000 each. So, a good cheap way to get into it, and you can definitely earn with them. So, and defensive plexing, you don't have to be able to shoot anything. So, Carrot, you want to know how to sign up for Faction Warfare? Well, if you are, you would go to, if you're wanting to fly with us, there's a couple of things. One is you would want to get in with the AirHogs, and there's a link for how to do it. I don't know if there's any of the recruiters online right now, but there is a link for getting in with the AirHogs. And AirHogs is about much more than just Faction Warfare, and we have events going on all the time, every day, and so it's a really great group to be with, and you can be independent with your own corp within the Hogs Collective. So once you're in with the AirHogs, you can join with Red Hogs or Isk Hogs. This character currently is in Red Hogs, and so it is. This is the side of Faction Warfare that's Caldari Amar. Isk Hogs is Galante and Minmatar. And I do change. If you want to fly with me, you got to know this. When conditions change, I may change sides that I'm flying on, and your character that you put all your work in will not be able to change over. It has to be a different character in the other side if you want to fly with that. Or we could end up against each other. It's possible. You know, if we ended up on, since we have teams on both sides, we typically, when we see each other, we wave and move on. But certainly if you know, somebody from Isk Hogs warped in on me here and locked onto me, I would definitely fight them. So you know, there's some respect there, but they are 2 different sides, even though we're part of the overall Hogs Collective. So, Cranky, I can give you an invite in to Faction Warfare to
Welcome
fly
to
with
the
us
Dragons.
you will promise to follow up with getting into the Hogs Collective within the next couple of days. What'll happen is if I invite you and then that doesn't get completed within the next couple of days, you'll get popped back out. But I can do that, so that is a possibility. I have the power to do that. That's about all as far as I go with power. I have power to do a lot actually in the Corp here, but that's about as far as I go. I'd love to be a recruiter and get everybody fully signed up and stuff, but I don't have time for it. Typically also, Cranky, you don't use a primary character for faction warfare, but if you're just starting and you have only one, you could use that. It will make it more challenging for you though, having only one character. You really need a character that's like neutral and not affect to, you know, the faction warfare, because faction warfare you'd be like flying over to Jita or something like that to, you know, buy a new ship, and you're flying back with this new ship and you get popped coming right out of the gate, and that's because you're in faction warfare. So
and that has known to happen quite often actually.
oh, it's happened to me. In fact, one of the days when I was doing the Jita cam, you know, every once in a while on a holiday or whatnot, I'll run a Jita cam for the day and play music. And I parked my
Welcome
one
to
of my
the
faction warfare
Dragons.
characters. I just wanted to get him to fly by in front of the camera, and as soon as I got in front of the camera, I got attacked and blown up by opposite faction. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, if you're gonna see, I can't right now, Cranky. We've been fighting for Amar for about 3-4 months now, but I have the feeling that things are going to be flipping soon. And if everything is level 2 on each one of the militia, then I am probably going to favor working on some of the tunes that I haven't played for quite a while, and because I think that'll be fun. It'll be something fresh and new. So, if you put your main tune that you have that stays neutral into the Hogs Collective, then we can add any other characters to the faction warfare stuff at any time.
Very easily done, actually.
Yeah, I can do it. There's a few people that can do it, and yeah, it's pretty easy. So you have an alt that is fresh made for faction warfare. Well, you know, whenever you're ready, Cranky, I can get you in. If you're, you know, willing to join the Hogs Collective. If you're not willing to join the Hogs Collective, then you can get into faction warfare on your own by going to a station for the side that you want to join. So if you're going to join a MAR, you'd go into a MAR space and go to a MAR station, and then hit up the faction warfare stuff in there, and you can join directly. So you can do that too. Looks like we're at 142 viewers. When we hit 150, we'll do the drawing for the Minmatar Bounty Hunter Starter Pack. Exclamation point ticket space 1. We'll get you one of those. We'll get you a ticket for that. And so,
wow, Plex is staying stuck at 1,500 gold.
Yeah, 1,500. Okay. Let's see. World Shatter. Let's see. Wrathful Bully Alt and Awesome Chicken. Thank you for following. Welcome. Nothing like having a great chicken around, especially an awesome one.
Especially with a missile up your tailpipe around.
I know. He's been in here. New top bid. Dog. It's got 1,600 now, and that is a full plex code on the auction. So I'll be sending that to the winner at the end of the show.
I like that guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I do.
Morning Killer Inc.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Mr. 556, thank you for following. Welcome. So I have a goal of hitting about 100,000 LP this morning. I'm currently at like 35. This one will add another 20 something if I finish it. No guarantees that I'll finish it. You know how that works.
So when this drops below 3, we'll just be parking these characters? Or are we going to be checking into Caldari or what?
Well, if Caldari ends up being, jumping up to 3, then we'll flip the whole Corp over into Caldari side. If Amar drops down to 2. If they're equal, then it doesn't matter. And, but if like Minmatar or, well, if, let's just say everybody was 2, then, it might be that 1 week we're flying the Minmatar Galante side, another week we're flying the Amar Caldari side, or at least I am. So if I do have the opportunity to mix it up and still make good money, I will. I know that makes it a little bit harder on you guys that want to play with me because you end up having to have a second tune in the stuff, but it makes for more variety. So each one of my characters focus on different things, by the way, too. So I have a Caldari and a Mara character on this side of the faction warfare, and then I have a Galante and Minmatar on the other side. And each one focuses on their ships. So,
DJ NVY does the incursions whenever he broadcasts, and I'm seriously considering doing that.
Yeah, I actually want to try that out. I'm thinking next week. That I'm going to see if, like, my Markee Dragon character is powerful enough to at least do an entry-level incursion. I actually don't know this. I've never done it before. And maybe we should go out on a fleet with DJ Envy and try it out. So I like him. He's a great guy. Federation Navy Comet. Ooh, and he is going to be hostile. Because there's only hostile militia.
Doggone, nothing like having one of your own come up against you.
And an Inyo.
Had a venture pop in on top of me. We both ran.
Interesting, they haven't come in here. There's the Inyo. Got him at 111 steady. There's the Comet.
Warp drive active.
Just warping out to safe. That Comet can catch me if I don't pay full attention, kind of like last time. Waiting to see if these guys take off. I think they might. Skills. Eve teaches you the art of theory crafty, patience, and being prepared. Yeah. Taught you need a bigger beard.
Now, Eve has taught me one thing. Gravity does exist.
Gravity does exist.
Yeah, I've lost a hair off the top of my head and it's coming down the bottom.
Okay.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty.
Do I have TeamSpeak channel? Yes. There's our TeamSpeak info. It's not a link. That's the server address. And right now I'm not fleeting up yet. I'm trying to get some more. Trying to get a little bit more LP going on here first. Oh, I see what's going on. This system is just so big that I haven't made it all the way. Where I was trying to fly. That's what happened earlier. That's why I ended up out in the middle of nowhere. Do you know how much ships you have in total and what's the biggest ship you have? Yeah, I don't know how many ships I've got. It's got to be 500 or so across all my characters. And that's just a guess. You know, the biggest ship that I have is, I have an Obelisk, and I also have a Providence. Both of those are capital freighters.
Warp drive active.
Just ran into that guy again. Let's go into another spot.
Warp drive active.
Okay, we're gonna bounce a couple systems and I'll bounce back. dream ship. Don't really know. Haven't really thought about a dream ship. I've just thought about that I'll use whatever's best for the situations.
The T3 cruisers, they are definitely the dream ships.
Haven't had one yet to know that I should dream for it.
Nah, I mean, they are, at least on my opinion, the best ships in the
Warp
game.
drive active.
Mainly because you can fit them in so many ways. And they're also the safest ship to travel around in of all ships.
I didn't know they were the safest.
I mean, with covered ops, so you can jump cloaked and interdiction nullifiers, so they're almost
Warp
impossible
drive
to
active.
catch.
Hmm.
I mean, I mean, now they made the interceptors also immune to
Welcome
warp
to the
ops and things like that,
Dragons.
but they can't cloak up and warp away like the Tech 3 ships. So when I'm traveling around in 0-0, and especially in dangerous areas, I always go on the Tech 3. I mean, you can get caught if you're extremely unlucky. Usually I get through everything. Usually I always get through everything, at least to this point. So I've never lost one.
Interesting.
And with proper fit and proper skills, they are the best level 4 missioning ship because of their size and agility, especially when doing that in dangerous places.
So like a tier 3, let's see, tier 3 now comes, it's cruisers, and then now they have the destroyer ones they're adding.
Yeah. But I haven't really checked the destroyers. How they are. I don't think they are as modular as the Tech 3 cruisers.
Probably not. But so like the Tech 3 cruiser, probably good. Can you solo like level 4 missions with it and everything?
Yeah, with a properly fit tanko, you can do that easily. And if you have few accounts, like 2 or 3 flying these ships in a fleet with yourself, you can do them really, really, really fast to make money.
Lowaka and Wrathful Bully, welcome.
Hello, Matt.
I mean, as with the Tech 3 ship, I mean, if you're in a sketchy place like in Lowsec or 0-0 and need to be able to run quickly, they're much faster to align than battleships, for example, because it's just a cruiser. But they are expensive. And properly fit, they're even more expensive.
Guys, I'm not bored in chat. So, if you think I'm bored, So, get a couple more captures here.
Is that the worm you're flying?
No, this is a hookbill.
Oh, hookbill, right.
Yeah.
Is that the regular or the Navy?
Is there a regular?
No, I was just teasing.
Okay. Because if there was, I wasn't aware of it. Yeah, it's the Caldari Navy hookbill, and seems to be pretty good. This character pretty much sticks with Caldari stuff, so it's working. And I decided not to, try and reach too high right off the bat. So I'm kind of calmed down my plans of trying to get to the top level right away and everything. I just decided to take a couple of them that I liked flying and do them as good as I can. Hey, we're over 150 people now. Woohoo! Drawing time. So exclamation point ticket space 1. That will get you a ticket toward the Minotaur Bounty Hunter Starter Pack. Costs 10 gold. You can get more tickets if you want to increase your odds, but it's like a lottery. You only need one in order to actually win. You can win on just one. And if you won one before, you can win one again. Yesterday we had someone who won twice in a row, which the odds of that were
kind of tough.
Yeah, I found it interesting. So I'll get a message ready here for sending that out, and then once I got that ready, we'll do the drawing. I'll keep on my D-scan at the same time. So, less than a minute and I'll be drawing. And then if you don't win and you wanted to, well, we'll rinse and repeat. So, okay. Okay, so here we go. Gonna draw. Closing. Drawn. And eye socket 76 with one ticket. One. Congratulations. So eye socket 76. Congrats. You'll find that in your Twitch mail. And now we will do another one. So if you missed out on that, we'll do another one right now. And so same thing, exclamation point ticket space 1 will get you one ticket, and you can get more tickets than that if you want to. It costs 10 gold per ticket. You're in the gold by being here, and the we will draw when we hit 200 viewers or the end of the show. Most likely we will hit 200 viewers. So, and then we'll do it again at 250.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And so on. So, which we do, one day we got up over 500. I gave away a lot of codes that day. So far, haven't been bugged in this system. Haven't seen anybody on D-scan. There's one person that's a neutral in here, but haven't seen him at all. Everybody else has just been passing through.
I wonder when streaming is gonna become so popular that games have inbuilt streaming spectator mode. I mean, so that you would be streaming the game, but the people could actually turn around your ship and look at it that way. The same as with games like World of Tanks and things like that.
Yeah, so I know that there's some stuff coming that's going to be pretty interesting. There is some stuff in the works that's going to allow streamer interaction with games that's going to be quite a bit more like the stream, somebody executing a command in the stream that causes something to happen in the game. So I'm not saying that's going to happen with Eve, because that's not where I'm seeing this at. But there is going to be some stuff to interact a little bit more there, and then also I'm working with another game that is going to be putting in some real interesting stuff that works with streamer chat, the currencies that you have in the stream, and interacts with the games. So not really ready to say a whole bunch on that yet, but I think within a year we're gonna really start seeing that stuff.
Yeah, don't you think it would be nice to be able to, view someone streaming in, like full spectator mode?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in World of Tanks they have the it's like the playback files or whatnot.
Yeah.
And they are very they're very small. I mean,
yeah,
they're a couple megabyte for a match?
Yeah. They're just saving points, not the graphic thing. So they're just saving few points.
So is what you're suggesting that a file like that, like for a World of Tanks match, but be able to watch it live and grab that file and then see the whole view of the person streaming and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. That could be interesting. I could see something like that being possible.
Yeah, and I mean with the bandwidth you're using, you would probably need to have like special Eve spectator client. But with the data amount that you are sending and receiving, I think that would actually be lighter to stream than to stream the video.
Right. So this is already happening, by the way, in the game of Smite. In the game of Smite, you can get a match number, and you can view a match currently in progress as a spectator. And in fact, not only can you see what each one of them sees, but you can change your camera view and everything. And it's all within the game client. They do delay it by just a little bit. I think it's a 1.5 minute delay or so, and that's intentional. It's not required that they delay it like that, but it's intentional to keep from having... Actually, I don't know how long the delay is. It might be a little bit more, but it's to keep from having competitive advantage by having another client watching at the same time you're playing. So...
I mean, you can do it as well. You can go into spectator mode in Hearthstone and see what the guys have in their hand.
Oh, there's a spectator mode in Hearthstone now? I didn't know that.
At least it was.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some streams where they show both sides before. I don't know if maybe they were using that mode then or not, but... You're wrathful. You're what? You're linking to the show on Eve? Is that what you're saying in chat? Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So the CCP does link to me occasionally. they linked to me, I don't know, last week for a video I did and about a show. I actually would have canceled that show because I was already sick, but they had promoted the show, so I decided I needed to do it anyway, even being sick. I had like a fever and stuff.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, so when we hit 200, then we'll do another drawing. Ormston, Chebeles, and Sulis. Thank you for following. Welcome. I think I just butchered all 3 of your names in a row. But you know who you are. So I think today, when we fleet up, that we should more so than trying to get some kills or whatnot, we should really work on getting some LP. Help us all pay for the ships we've been losing as of recent. So all I need is a little additional DPS on top of this, and I can do mediums. And I can probably bring out my long-range Corax. I wonder what kind of DPS he'll have now, because I just finished skill training overnight. The launch. Rapid launch. Hey, the same guys that chased me out of the other system just appeared here. Darn it. So I bet you he's calling his friend to come over here now. Left. Okay. Which is fine by me. Dr. Checkmate, your brain is in 6 a.m. mode? Yep. It's a little early. I started right at server up today. Welcome back, Waka.
Thank you. So how's it going in Markee?
Pretty good. Hoping to get some more LP and pay for my ships that I lose. I'd love to get to 10 million 10 million LP before parking this character for a while.
Wow, I think the most I've got is 100,000 for Concord.
Yeah, I got 6.5 million for this guy.
Wow. Yeah, 103,000.
When I put my mind to it, I can make 400 to 500,000 in a day of LP. Now that we're at tier 3, it'll be a little bit harder. But yeah, and I fear that we're going to fall into tier 2 here pretty soon.
Welcome to the
way
Dragons.
We've dropped another 0.3% just since I started the show, and so I think that Amar, I don't know what's going on, but we're losing it.
That's not good. That's not good at all. So did I see that you've got characters for sale, or is that just Plex that you've got for sale?
Yeah, we don't actually sell characters. You've got a lot of noise behind you there. It's a little disruptive. We don't sell characters, but you can buy Plex from us, which then you can convert into ISK in the game, and then you use the ISK to purchase the characters on the Character Bazaar. And I've bought 3 characters now in 2 separate transactions, and because I bought 2 characters from one person and then 1 character from another, and it's gone smoothly both times. Don't plan on playing the character that you're buying the same day you buy it, because there's a little bit of transfer time, like 12 hours or something like that. And but you can, totally scope out the characters that are available. It's very free form. It's like an open marketplace. There's no formal system except that CCP requires that you do things in a particular way for the transfer, for it to be legit. And so as long as you follow those rules and you pay with ISK and you pay with the character that a character on the account, or no, you pay with, I don't even remember. I'd have to go look it up again, but it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. There's only a couple of rules to follow, and then the chances of getting scammed are pretty low based upon if you follow the instructions. So. Okay, 30 seconds left on this one. What am I going to get? I'm going to get 23,500 or something like that. Yeah, this isn't going quite as fast as normal. I guess, I'm used to earning in Tier 4 a lot, too. So, see where we're at as soon as I finish this one. Maybe I'll just work on getting the fleet up and running. I'm looking forward to going back and getting the Corax at some point, because I skilled up. Got more DPS now. Okay, so, well, that was 30,000. So I'm at 65. Let's see if I can get one more small, and then if I can get one more small, then that'll put me at right about 100,000. So, your Olympic hero says, if you follow the instructions, CCP will 100% protect the buyer from a scam. Okay, that's good. So, I didn't know that specifically, but I knew that that if you did it the way that they suggest, that there probably wasn't going to be any issues. So
Warp drive active.
So once I capture one more here, then I'll put the fleet up, and we'll go out. We can probably get some mediums. The only thing we have to be careful with the mediums now, since the last big update is now that the recon ships, they can approach you without being on D-scan, so you won't see them on the gate. You won't see them until they land in the complex, and in mediums they can get in there, so that could get a little hairy. This may not take very long. I already had this one beat down to 5 minutes, so I've come back to it. See if it got run up at all while I was away. Six minutes. And this one being money. I had another one that I ran a little ways. I'll have to go check it too if I capture this one pretty quickly without any problems. Because if it's another, 5 minutes or so for easy LP, then I'll grab it. Although I can grab it while I'm starting up the fleet too. This is one of the methods that I've used with a fast ship that has some DPS to take out the rats. I will engage. Like if a T1 frigate came in here, I would engage in combat with them. But the guys in like the Enyo and the Slicer and stuff like that, a lot harder, a lot more chance that I'm just going to lose my life, and so I'm willing to run when those ones come in, and I look forward to running the high end, the Tech 2 stuff. I'm actually, what do we figure out that I'm actually about 6 months away from having the mastery on this and the Corax and all the missile stuff. So it's probably when I'm going to make the move. So, what's the auction today? The auction, oh, there. In fact, it barked out right after you asked that. That was kind of fortuitous. Limitax, do you have 1966? If it says that you have 1966 when you check gold, you got to go 1965. The reason for that is, yeah, it didn't take your bid. The reason for that is because you can have tenths of a point, and if you're at 5.6, it rounds it to 6. I don't like that it does that, but it does that. I don't have any control over that. And so when you're safely betting all that you've got, minus it by 1, and you'll be successful. So we do have, for those of you that have been totally aced out on the Plex auction, we do have ticket raffles for the new accounts. Exclamation point ticket space 1. We'll get you a ticket in on that. It's like a lottery. You only need 1 ticket. And Yeah, so we'll draw that when we hit 200 viewers. Do have one opposing militia in system, but so far he hasn't been hasn't appeared on my D scan. Man, this system is bright. It's like all this hot pink in my face. Too much hot pink. So the rat that we refer to is the NPC. It is the NPC ships that appear different places for different reasons. Here, they appear to try and protect the outpost, and in order for me to keep the timer counting down, I have to kill it. So, yeah, and they can appear all kinds of different places. And the hostile ones. Now, there's other NPCs which are not called rats, and so there's Concord, and there's the, you know, police, different things. Okay, I got a minute and a half, and this system is filling up with opposing militia. Hopefully they don't find me. If I get down to about 30 seconds, and that's when they appear on D-scan, I will continue to stay in here anyway. Try and collect my payday. But if an opposing militia member drops in here, it goes into contested mode. So, less than a minute now. I have pirates showing up in system now too. Emrakul, I don't know that any NPC that's not Concord is a rat. What about like the NPC transports and you know, stuff like those? Wait, 9 seconds, nothing on D-scan. I think I'm going to capture this. And I got it. Okay, so that should have paid another 30,000 or so. Yes, 30,000. Okay. And 652. Look at that. I'm right at the 100,000 that I wanted. Awesome. I'm going to jump real quick over to that other site that I had been working on, just see what it's at.
Warp drive active.
If it's real easy to pick off, I'm going to pick it off. And I'm going to go ahead and get a fleet up and running. So if if you want to get into the fleet, Faction Warfare, Caldari Amar, get into the Markee Dragon channel and X up, and I can give you a fleet invite. Also want to have you on TeamSpeak, just so we can communicate. Okay, so this guy needs to change his... Oh, we've got a rat here too. It's Nalgos. They're not a rat, but a opposing militia. And they are fighting each other. Wow. Tristan against an Algos. Tristan should have run, I think. You know what? Let's go in against this Algos. Help this guy out. Point on him. Lost point. Trying to get it back. No, almost had him. Damn. Tried. He was, had him down into hull.
I don't believe you tried that. I don't believe you tried that.
Well, you know, there was Tristan was going against him too and everything. I thought there was a chance.
Yeah, notice that the Tristan bugged out the moment you thought you had this guy.
No, he killed him. The Tristan killed him. Tristan killed him, finished him off.
Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing then.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Killjoy and IR Freak, thank you for following. Welcome. So maybe he was hull tanked.
Hull tanked on Galacta ship is the damage control gives 60% resistance to hull, and they have the largest hit points of hull. If I'm not mistaken. So you can get quite a few extra hit points on hull if on Galacta ship.
Okay. I do have like thermodynamics 1 on this. I don't typically overheat stuff. It's not something I've done a bunch of. So, but I'll get into that sooner or later, I guess.
Warp drive.
Right,
active.
so I am reshipping, and I think I'll bring out the scout. Should have stayed at 10K. Well, I can only shoot at 11, so I had to be closer than 10K.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Let's get one of my long-range Coraxes out here. Yeah, I might have been able to change the things if I overheated in that. My thermodynamics, though, I think is only skill level 1, so I'd burn stuff out pretty quickly.
I found out real quick you want thermodynamics 4 if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I haven't really considered doing that, and I've been focusing on other things. So I've
No,
had
I mean, in this case, if you would have been able to overheat, you would probably have killed him and not died yourself.
Yeah, it's possible. So, hey, so I went from 155 to 161 DPS on this now, which is nice. And I can hit him from as far away as 67k. Cranky Yank, see you
Skills
later.
are picking up.
Yeah, well, I finished another skill overnight, rapid firing. The next one here, target navigation prediction, 2 days. So, yep. I don't know what I'll end up at, on this, but and then in my rocket fit, that's going to make a big difference too. It was at 233. In fact, I'll fit up one of the rocket ships right now and take a look. Went from 233 to 241 DPS. Not too bad. Hey, let me get my scout up here. Leroy the Squirrel, thanks for resubbing.
Warp drive active.
Taking him out, looking for a spot. Anybody else wants to join us? Hop into the Markee Dragon channel in-game. TeamSpeak information is in there, and you can accept for fleet.
Warp drive active.
I suppose I should get him in the fleet too. Okay, so let's see here. Let's fleet chat. That system right there looks pretty good. And that's where I'm going to head. So I'm going to take my missile Corax. Actually, what I probably need to do is real quick, just step away for a second. And attack of the children. I think she hit your hot mic key there, Thor.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back, everybody.